Whites. I need eyes on them. Who are you?
Why are you doing this?
White. I asked the question.
Picture yourself being promised a better life. A life with a advanced career, being married, and having children of your own. But as soon as you turn a certain age, you are forced into cruel work labor. Imagine how it will feel to be unknowingly forced into a setting where human traffickers are selling your body. I am Makivia Jackson, team leader of Team C. I'm a nursing major and very passionate about helping others with taking care of their bodies and keeping up their health. I'm concerned with how people are being treated, and I would love to be involved with organizations who are trying to help stop human trafficking. It's sickening to know that there are people in this world that are this sickening. Studies show that human trafficking can happen to anyone. According to Joel Smith, there are approximately 35.8 million people who are enslaved in the world, not only in other countries, but also in the U.S. There are different types of human trafficking, such as child trafficking, labor trafficking, and organ trafficking, according to Joe Smith, which means sex trafficking is not the only human trafficking to look out for. Everyone should be aware of this problem so their families can stay safe. Explore the problem of human trafficking and what to look for, and who are the main targets and how could it be stopped. In order to get a better understanding of human trafficking, we need to understand the history about human trafficking. Women and children have been the victims of sex trafficking for thousands of years. This practice finally became a political issue in the early 1900s, according to Linda Wolf. In 1902, the International Agreement for the Suppression of White Slave Trafficking was drafted. Its purpose was to prevent the procuration of women and girls for immoral purpose abroad. After a few years, it was ratified by 12 counties, which led the United States passing the Mann Act of 1910, which forbids transporting a person across the state or international lines for prostitution or other immoral purposes. Sex trafficking has existed since the dawn of civilization. The practices of sexual exploitation and sexual slavery are older than recorded history, according to Donna Hudges. Upon examining the history of human trafficking, let's examine the present status. What's going on now? Human trafficking and modern-day slavery affect people from all walks of life, according to Joe Smith. Most victims of trafficking are between the ages of 18 and 24. Many of these victims have at least a mid-level of education. 46% of people know their trafficker or recruiter prior to being trafficked. The modern-day cost of a slave is a mere $90. Understanding that the problems present more clearly, we should discuss the future of this outrageous problem. We need to ensure that law enforcement will buckle down on this event and be able to know the signs. If more people are involved, things will change. Change must be made. Our country simply cannot afford to ignore this problem any longer. If no change in the next 20 years, human trafficking could possibly become a norm in our societies. The question is, are you willing to help? Today we explore the problem of human trafficking and what to look for. Also, who are the main targets and how could it be stopped? I will state that our generation will rise to the challenge to change this problem. Let's make our country free. Our future children, women, and men will soon be protected by their rights. We need to take a stand quick because human trafficking numbers are extremely high and are continuing to rise every 8 to 10 minutes. Face the challenge and create change for this generation. Now that we have studied the history, present, and the possible future concerning this problem, Mary Schwarzenbach will give us the more insight on Tyler's Refuge of Light charity.